Are you ready, Darcy? Sounds like a yes to me. Welcome to Tablenauts. My name's Max.
I'm Danielle.
And this is Darcy. We are joined here today to do our August wrap-up, in which we're going to tell you about every game we played. And of course, Draco had to join in on the fun as well. We're going to not only tell you about what we played, how many times we played it. Draco, come on. But we're also going to rank them in order of how much we enjoyed them. Doesn't necessarily mean they're our favorites of the list, but we're going to rank the, in my case, 20, and in your case, 14 different games we played in August on how much we enjoyed them. So just to give you a real quick run through on what we played, and then we'll dive straight on into our rankings. We played Welcome to one time. I believe that was a 12-person game online with Discord folks. Danielle did not play that one, I do not believe. We played Project L twice, Whirling Witchcraft by AEG once, Dungeon Mayhem once, 10 twice, Draftosaurus 5 times, King Domino 5 times, Go Nuts for Donuts 4 times, 6 Nymph once, Downforce once, Sushi Go twice, 7 Wonders Duel 13 times, Patchwork twice, For Sale twice, Skull once, Root 14 times, and the vast majority of those were all on iOS or on BGA. Blood Rage twice, Rising Sun once, Ankh 3 times, and Codenames twice. So that's what we played. Again, there's 6 of those that you did not join me for. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my rankings at number 20. The 20th best game, or my 20th favorite game.
Experience.
My 20th favorite game experience that I played in August was Downforce. Is that surprising to you, or is that kind of on where you sit as well?
It's pretty low for me too.
Yeah,
so
I think it's fun. Let me clarify, with all 20 of these games that I enjoyed. Yeah. I mean, like, there's like one game that you did not enjoy at all?
I just didn't get it.
We'll talk about that.
I didn't get it.
We'll talk about that. But Downforce is my 20th favorite game experience of this month. We played this online with, I think, Jash and Jeff and Jamie and maybe even Doolin. I don't remember. We played this online on BGA. I think it's a good game. I just don't love it. I think I'd like it a lot more in person, as is the case with the vast majority of the games we play online. But we play a lot of our games with Jeff and Jamie at Foster the Meeple, and Jash is in Japan. So we do a lot of gaming on BGA and on digital adaptations. So number 19, another game I played on BGA, Sushi Go. I did play this with you and Jeff and Jamie. I think it was just us four for these 2 plays of this. I like Sushi Go. I think I'd like it better with the party version, and another one that I'd like better in person. It's fun. It's just nothing incredible. Nothing amazing. Number 18, I'm actually surprised it's this low, and I'm also surprised I only played it once this month, is Welcome to. We only played this game one time. We have had an ongoing 12-person, because that's a max limit, Discord game of Welcome to going for 2 months now. Like, when it ends, another one begins. I stuck out of a few of them this month, I believe. Let other people join in.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a max of 12 people, and we just passed 250 members in our Discord.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just passed 250. So we've got to share the love and let other people play Welcome to as well. And then number 17 was Whirling Witchcraft by AEG. This was from the AEG Game Night Kickstarter that came with the Tiny Towns Villages expansion and 10. I liked it. We played this just us two, just 2-player. I think it'd be better with more people. I love how I move my hand and cat hair just envelops the room. We played this at 2-player. I think it'd be better at higher player counts. And also, you absolutely crushed me.
Yes,
like,
which is always fun.
Yeah, it's always fun for you. I got destroyed, and I'd like to play this one again, and also with more people. I enjoyed it. I love the cardboard cauldrons. Those are great.
Yeah.
The game was quite fun. It's just not a favorite. Number 16 is 6 Nymph. We played this one time with Jeff and Jamie on BGA. Maybe Jash. Jash might have been there. Maybe even Doolin. This one might have been with all of us. I don't recall. But actually, I did not like it at the start. As it got closer to the end, I enjoyed it a little more.
I don't think we really knew what was going on.
Until about 80% of the way
We just
through.
started clicking things.
Yeah. And that's the case with a handful of these. For Sale as well. We kind of just jump right in, and the first game's kind of a wash. In this case, I think it was late in the night, and we only played that first game. So we didn't really get to experience a game having understood what we're doing. And I think it would be better for it. I quite liked it towards the end there, but not a game that reaches my top 10 or anything. Number 15 was Patchwork. I played this twice, once against Jamie. This is a 2-player Uwe Rosenberg game. I played this with just Jamie, and then I played it against someone in the Discord. I forget who in our tournament. I was eliminated round 1. I think it was Heath, maybe, kicked me out round 1. We do a lot of tournaments in the Discord as well, if that interests you. Mostly 2-player games, 7 Wonders, Duel, Star Realms, stuff like that. But that was Patchwork. Liked it more than I thought I would. Didn't love it. Now, we're on to number 14 for both of us. So you want to say your 14 first?
Yes.
Okay. What?
I feel like this one's going to be higher up for you.
It probably will be.
Okay.
That's fine.
Skull.
Yeah, that's the one game that you did not like.
I hate it. I didn't understand it at all.
I really liked it. I mean, I won. But, like, it was right up my alley, too.
Yeah.
The bluffing, the
See,
push your
I'm
luck.
not good at bluffing or pushing my luck, so.
I really liked it. This is one and this was all digital.
Yeah.
Which I think hurts it already.
I think it might be better in person, but again, I just didn't understand it, and I think even if I did understand it, I don't like those 2 mechanics.
Right. It's just not your
It's
thing.
not my thing.
What's the matter? What's so sad?
Yeah.
I really liked it. I liked Skull a lot, actually. One that I do want to own the physical copy of. Draco, you could be off, on camera, but still allow other people to see Darcy, because the more cuteness, the better. But right now, you're almost blocking her.
A cat and a baby in one
Come on.
video.
Come on. Yeah, so that's not my number 14. I really liked Skull, and I do want to play it again. I might try and pick it up before we go to Canada, just to play it with us 4 in Canada.
That's
See
4
if
days.
that. Yep. Might pick it up. Anyway, my number 14 is really low, and it's not. Again, I liked all 20 of these games. Draftosaurus, honestly, is my number
Lame.
14.
That sucks.
I know.
I don't think it's that great of a game, but the experience of Draftosaurus is always fun.
It is, but I also think that, and I still like these games. I still like hopping on BGA, playing King Domino and Draftosaurus with Jeff and Jamie, but it's almost to the point where we're so comfortable with them that we just kind of like chill, which is cool. That's fine to just sit there and chill, but it's not like
not as
the most
picky.
fun.
Yeah.
It's not like we're having a great time. We're just sitting there playing and talking in the background. The game doesn't do much favors as far as, oh, I guess you could pull it out, because we do have some of these physical games here, Draftosaurus being one of them. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's a great game. I think it's great. As far as experience goes, you don't like it either? As far as experience goes, it just doesn't add a lot to our time spent with Jeff and Jamie. Whereas there are other games that I feel like make it more fun, like Skull, to me, was a lot more fun than Draftosaurus. But that's my number 14. Number 13.
Downforce.
Downforce. So that was my
it's
number 20.
Pretty far down the list
Yeah.
for me too.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it beat out Skull, because I think everything was going to inevitably beat out Skull. But yeah, it's fun.
I'm not great at racing games.
It's also another betting
and it's
game.
a betting game, which
Mhm.
is another thing I don't love.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's just not.
I think it'd
were
be
to
much
pick
better
one-
in person, actually physically moving the cars and the banter and stuff. But again, we end up just kind of chilling with some of these games, Downforce being one of them, where you kind of you don't play silently because you're talking, but you're not talking about the game, really. You're just like hanging out, talking to each other. These dogs are about to knock over this tripod or something.
Or the high chair.
We've got the whole, everything, everyone is down here. Remy's saying hi, except for Luna. Luna's upstairs somewhere. Number 13. Oh, that was your Downforce.
I was 13, yeah.
Dungeon Mayhem for me. This is by Wizards of the Coast, I think.
Yeah. Like
Um,
a D&D.
Yeah, it's got incredible art by Kyle Farron, who does Root, who does Vast, who does Oath, stuff like that. Incredible art. I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
Mm-hmm. It was a very short game.
It's very short. I've heard that you should play 2 players with 2 characters each, which I think would be really cool, and maybe change it up. I liked it, but it is strictly just a card game, fairly luck-driven based off what cards you pull out of your deck. But I had a really good time, actually. I enjoyed it much more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
And it's just very pretty to look at and fun to play. Interesting and not anything wild. But number 12 for me, you might be upset with me. You can pull it out, too, is Go Nuts for Donuts.
I just got this for him for his birthday.
I really liked it.
And he opened the package when
Yeah,
I
that's
specifically told him not to open the package.
My birthday's not for another 20-something days.
Yeah.
But she said, hey, I got you a present. Don't check the orders on Amazon. She
But he
didn't
thought
tell
it
me
was
not
okay
to
to
open
open
the
a
package.
package from Amazon.
To be fair, it was like 4 days after you said that. Probably 2,
There's
because it
2
probably came
2-day
prime.
shipping.
Yeah, whatever. I actually like Remy. I like Go Nuts for Donuts a lot, actually. Mostly because we played this strictly BGA. This is not, we just got this.
Yeah, we haven't played the physical copy yet.
We played this with Jeff and Jamie every time. I think we played it 3 times with Jeff and Jamie, or 4 times. It's hilarious because it's just hate drafting the game, essentially. If you're losing, like, this is what Jeff does. He gets behind and he's like, well, Max ain't winning this game. And so he literally just drafts anything that he thinks I want.
Which is fun.
And in Go Nuts for Donuts, there's a pool of donuts to draft from. Is Remy bothering you? I know.
Remy is bothering me.
Everybody. Remy,
Stop.
in Go Nuts for Donuts, when you draft a donut, essentially, if anyone else has picked that donut, neither of you get it. So there's like, in a 5-player game, there's 5 available donuts. If everyone drafted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 respectively, then everybody would get that donut. If 4 people pick 1 and the 1 person picks 5, no one gets the first donut and that 1 person gets the 5th donut. So a lot of hate drafting and trying to predict what your opponents want. And I think that Jeff hates and loves this game. I had a really good time. I'm excited to play it in person. We might try and fit that in the luggage to go to Canada too. We'll see.
I think you can take this out.
I'm
It's
sure
just
we could.
cards.
Yeah, I'm sure we could remove it. There's a few cardboard pieces, but nothing
You don't
much.
need those.
Number 12 for you.
6 Nimitz.
6 Nimitz or 6 Nymph, however you say it.
I'm gonna take her out.
Yeah, we can take her out. She's getting a little upset in there. You're like, here. Nah, she's chilling. So 6 Nymph is a game that
We already talked about it
Oh, did we?
on your list.
Oh, we did. We did.
Yeah,
we
we
didn't really
talked
mention
about
what
it.
it was though.
Yeah.
But it's a game where he's eating the leftovers off her tray. You're like, you've got a string of cards and you have to place them chronologically. And if you're the last person to play it in a line of 6, you pick up the entire row and then you get deducted points for how many bulls there were in that row, and like cards ending in 0 or 1 bull, cards ending in 5 or 2 bulls, doubles or 3 bulls. I don't know. We only played it once, but it's pretty fun. We just didn't get it, but I can see why it's somewhat low on both of our lists.
Yes.
And again, I should mention, we calculated these ranking lists using Pub Meeple. So we put in all the games that we played over the month of August and then did that little ranking system there. Number 11, another one you'll probably be mad at me for, is King Domino.
Yeah.
Is it low for you too, or are you mad at me? Oh, okay.
I'm mad at you.
Yeah. It's the same thing with Draftosaurus. It's become so familiar to us that I have fun. I'm glad we play it, but it doesn't really, it doesn't level up. It doesn't level up our experience hanging out. Like, we're playing Draftosaurus, it's fine, we're having a good time, but it's not made better because of King Domino. We're just there, at least in my opinion.
I think that's why I like those games, though.
Is that it's just
happening in the background of us hanging.
And that's accurate. To me, I want a little bit more happening because of the game, but I can understand why you wouldn't. So, what's your number 11?
Another one we already talked about, Whirling Witchcraft.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
But
And
nothing.
I liked that I destroyed you.
You absolutely
You know-
crushed me.
Did you say we only played this once?
Yeah.
I thought we played it twice.
Did we?
Yes.
Did we play it like back to back?
I don't know. Did we play it with Doolin?
No.
Did we play it with your parents?
No.
We played it with somebody.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No. No, we didn't. Who did we play this with?
I don't know. I think we played it more than once.
I do not think so. If we did, it was back to back with just us.
Okay, fine.
Whatever. We'll see.
Number 11.
Number 10 for me. Doolin's about to be mad at me for this one.
Wait, did you say your number 11?
Yeah, it was King Domino.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine.
Number 10 for me is actually Rising Sun.
Really?
Yeah, which is the one of the 3 Eric Lang games that we played for our Eric Lang Day. I enjoyed it. I just didn't have as much fun as I did with others.
The other ones.
And I'd like to play it again. I'd love to play it again. We will make that happen. I still own it. But it's Doolin's favorite of the
Are you
3.
gonna show me?
And it was my, oh gosh, yeah. Man, I have Whirling Witchcraft over here too. We are unprepared. here's Rising Sun. The second of the 3 Simon trilogy Eric Lang games. Blood Rage, Rising Sun, then Ankh. You'll hear about the others coming up soon. And then here we do have Whirling Witchcraft by AEG as well, which I forgot to pull up and showcase. Pretty art. I like the colors, vibrant on both of these. This is some amazing art. Absolutely love that art. I liked it, and I like all AEG all Eric Lang trilogy games. She's about to toss it on the ground.
Here, I'm gonna sit up there next to it.
She wants to play with Rising Sun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Rising Sun is my 10th favorite game of August, which honestly surprised me. I still liked it, and I want to play it again, but it is lower on the totem pole. This is a very chaotic video.
Yeah, Draco needs to get out of the way.
This
He's
is
completely covering the camera.
This is a very chaotic video. Lots happening. Okay, thank you, buddy. Thank you. What's your number 10?
My number 10 was Sushi Go.
Okay.
So
yeah.
not super high for me, but
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I think I liked it better in person, which, I mean, we haven't played it in person in years.
Yeah, this was one of the, before we were into board games, we just occasionally played board games that we played. I said games a lot there.
Games,
why are you biting me? That's the second video in a row that he's like bit me.
Because he wants you to rub him.
He is so demanding. Why are you so demanding?
Bro.
Ow.
It's all happening off camera.
They can't even see him destroying me. Hey, let me get these eye boogers out of your eye. Okay, all right, okay. So my number 9 game that I played in August was Project L, which I actually don't have because Doolin has it right now. We played that twice, we played it once with my parents too, and then once together.
Yeah.
And that's my 9th favorite game. It's a nice little like puzzle Tetris-y almost game in which you're like, it's a pool building game. Like you're building your pool of available resources to then use to get points and stuff like that. And it's a nice decision of, do I get better pieces or do I get more points? I find myself pushing for better pieces, and then when points comes around, I'm falling far behind. I have not yet to figure out the strategy of when to stop going for pieces and start going for points.
That's what I thought. It was a really fun game, but I have not figured out the strategy because
She really likes Rising Sun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, but I did not score well either time.
Yeah.
I don't think I was focused on that. I was just focused on doing the little.
Yeah, I think
puzzles.
I beat you in our 2-person game, and then Dad beat us in our 4-person game. Number 9 for you, as you're almost tossing Rising Sun to the ground.
Number 9 for me was Dungeon Mayhem, which we've already talked about.
Yeah, we've already talked about. That's the 2-player game by, or I guess it's 2 to 4 player game by Wizards of the Coast. Number 8 for me is finally Skull. I really liked Skull.
I don't.
I want to own it. I want to see how it would fare in person.
I would give it a try in person, but I would not give it very many
I
tries.
have to imagine the Boardroom Game Cafe has Skull. Maybe we can just play Skull once while we're there instead of purchasing it.
Yeah.
What's your number 8?
My number 8 was Project L, which we just
Okay.
talked about.
That was a good
so
little,
pretty close. Yeah.
What's it called? Crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost crossover. It was close. Number 7 for me, and I'm sad this wasn't 3 spots behind.
Because it's 10,
It's
and
10.
so is my number
Is
7.
it? Nice. Let's go. Yeah, 10 is upstairs, I think. I think it's upstairs. This is one of those games that came in the AEG game night. It's kind of it's not a bluffing game. It's a bidding game, a push your luck game, and a tableau builder / sequence builder game. You've got 4 colors of cards, and your goal at the end of the game is to get the highest sequence you can in those 4 sets of cards. So 1 through 8 and 2 through 9 and blah, 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 blah. And there's bidding and there's busting if you push your luck too far. I really like it.
Yeah.
And they have fun little like resin
Tokens?
plastic tokens. I don't know what they would be called or made of, but 10's great.
Yeah, and I like it, and based on the way you just described it, I don't think I would like it.
That's true, yeah.
But I do.
Because you don't like push your luck.
Yeah.
You don't like bidding.
It's kind of pretty, though, with all the different
It is
colors.
pretty.
And I really like the tokens. They're fun to click together.
The currency or the bust tokens are these like almost like Go pieces. Like if you've ever played Go, just like these plastic white and black pieces that are really just nice little chits to hold on to. So that's your number 7. My number 6 is For Sale. You did not play For Sale. At least we don't think you played For Sale. I played it, I know for certain, with Jeff and Jamie, and I played it also once on BGA in, I don't think it was a tournament setting, just in general with some Discord folks. I really like For Sale. Essentially, you are bidding on currency or bidding on houses. You're bidding money on houses, and then you're putting your houses up for sale based off the checks that are being offered in that segment.
Right.
I like it. The $1 house is a cardboard box. The $30 house is a space station. And essentially the higher house
Yeah, I
was the higher
definitely
check.
did not play that,
Okay.
but it sounds kind of fun.
I liked it a lot. Jeff and Jamie, I think Jamie liked it a lot and Jeff liked it okay, which doesn't surprise me. He doesn't like board games. Number 7 for you, or I'm sorry, number 6 for
Number
you.
6 for me was Ankh, which is
Okay.
going to be a lot higher for you probably.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be higher for me, but
You wanna
I'm
read it
actually
out?
pleased. This is just the Pharaoh. We'll swap out. Rising Sun's been up there too long. You got a new box. It's a
gonna
lot
knock that
thinner.
one over real easy.
This is just the Pharaoh box. I didn't feel like getting everything down.
But you can see it on the shelf behind
yeah, it's
us.
right there. I think.
Yeah.
Right there. This is Ankh, the third and most recent release from the Eric Lang Simon trilogy. I'm surprised that it's so high on your list, but I'm glad that it's so high on your list.
Why are you surprised?
I just think that I think you had fun, but you admitted that you were just over your head, which it was for me too. Having played it, I played it two more times
I had
since.
no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, I've played it
At
two more
all.
times since then, and I understand it a lot better now, and I like it even more now. I'm just surprised that it was high on your list, given that fact. I'm not surprised that you liked it, because I think you would, especially playing it again. I figured that it would be lower. But what's your favorite thing about Ankh? The playmat that I don't have?
Yes.
I might be getting that.
No.
We'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Let go. Trying to flash the camera there, Darcy.
It's a double layer.
Oh, okay.
Why did I like Ankh? I really did like the playmat that Max doesn't have, but he has literally every other part.
Which is why I feel like I have to get the playmat,
Oh,
right?
duh.
You got a hair on your... That may have got it. I don't know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I also liked that each character's pieces were color coded.
Mhm.
I thought that was cool. But anyways,
You liked Ankh quite a bit, enough to make your top 6.
yes.
That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that.
Top 50%.
That's right. More than that, yeah. Number 5 for me was 7-1, huh?
I keep forgetting that you're going first. I was like, you didn't do your number 6.
Oh, yeah. I'm going first right now. Number 5 for me is 7 Wonders Duel. I played this, I believe, 14 times, all on BGA with Jeff, with the Discord folks, whatever. I really like this game, and I don't have the physical copy anymore. And it's one of those that I'm not sure that I need the physical copy, because it's not one that I'm going to often play with you. It's not one that
Why not?
Doolin likes. I owned it for a while. Did we play it?
Yes.
One weekend at the lake. I played it twice with you and 4 times with Eric, and never played it again.
Didn't you also say, though, that you taught everybody wrong?
No, I think when we played it, I taught it right. When I
Okay,
played it
this
with
is
Doolin
Doolin.
a year and a half after having played it prior, I taught it wrong to him, which definitely hurt his opinion of it, I think. I
Yeah.
think he would actually like it a bit more. Not a lot, but
Are
a
you
bit
going to
more.
make a bet, like Blood Rage?
No. No Blood Rage bet.
Okay.
Number 5 for you.
Draftosaurus.
Hey, and you got the
Bring it back
physical
out.
copy.
Yes.
And so we've already kind of touched on
Yeah.
this.
I think that really all of my top games are just games that we play on BGA with our friends.
Mhm.
And so I like the easy games where we can just sit there and talk and click on things.
Yeah.
while we-
They're like an icebreaker or
Yeah.
a little
And
discussion
I feel like it'd be
point,
the
but-
same way in person. They're probably
Yeah.
not games we would play in person.
Oh, I'm
but
sure we will. I'm sure we will. But it's one of those things where,
I said they're probably not.
no, I'm sure we will play them in person.
So
That's
the
what I'm
easy ones?
saying. Yeah.
I mean, I figured you'd spend your time on more
We can't play heavy games all day long. We're gonna be there for 8 days. We're gonna have to play some lighter games, some filler games. But yeah, I think that I understand it. Like for me, well, I think for me too. I don't want to be buried into a rule book or deep in thought every time I play with friends.
Right.
So playing these lighter games allows us to kind of just be with each other more,
Right.
and the games just kind of be an extension of hanging out with them.
Mhm.
Number 4 for me is Blood Rage. This is the first. Is it 4 for you too?
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the only
Actual
like
crossover
actual. No, I was saying the
Oh, we had
actual
Tim,
like
too.
heavy game
in your top few.
in my top.
But Ankh was just behind it. Blood Rage is awesome. I love this game. Played it twice. Once with
you have
you.
Blood Rage.
Oh yeah. Once with you, Kyle, and Doolin, and then once in a 2-player setting with Doolin, definitely preferred the 4-player game, but I do think it works it too. I just love the drafting in this game. Like, some incredibly fun drafting. You can play with it. That's fine. Every single card that's at your disposal, every single card at your disposal is strong, and it's one that you want to keep. There's something else you want to keep, but I don't want to give this to Danielle because I know Danielle has this. It's just the drafting is the key component of this game. The area control is fun, the miniatures are fun, but like the drafting and the kind of cool abilities and powers that you can pull off is the big key thing for me with Blood Rage. What do you think about it?
I was just sitting there thinking that card drafting was like the least of my thoughts when I was playing this game.
Really?
Well, I mean, I wasn't very good at it.
Yeah.
I was way better than you.
That's true. I came in last place by a mile, and you came in second.
Yeah. So maybe you focused on card drafting too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Well, if card drafting wasn't something that was on your mind, what is? Like, what in Blood Rage were you thinking about?
I don't know. I just play things that work.
Okay.
Sometimes.
More than me, apparently.
I think I liked this one because, like I talked about in that video, I like the theme.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the theme was fun. I don't know. Like, I just played cards that I thought would work.
And it did, clearly.
And I think that a lot of my strategy was because Kyle said it could be a good strategy before we started, and I played a lot of the cards that, like, you got benefits from dying because I was like, oh, I'm not good at games, I'm gonna die a lot, so I did that, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, the Loki strategy, which you didn't lean, like,
super heavy
in, but enough that you were definitely getting a lot of points and rage and stuff from that.
Right.
So yeah, Blood Rage is great. I want to play it again. Another one that I believe we're going to play with Jeff and Jamie when we're in Halifax. So looking forward to another 4-player game of it.
Yes.
Number 3?
For you?
Yep. Codenames. We played this. Get out of here, Blood Rage. We played this just a few days ago.
Yes.
Twice with Jeff and Jamie on the official Codenames website. We didn't we didn't play the physical copy or anything like that. But you want to take a nap? Probably not. You just took a big nap on the way home. But we'll see. We played this on the official website, and it was a lot of fun. I actually don't like Codenames that much.
Yeah.
Like, I've talked multiple times on the channel about how Decrypto was like the Codenames killer for me, and like I don't really care to play it, and this kind of revitalized some love for me. Like, it brought back reasons why it's a great time. It was couples, me and Danielle versus Jeff and Jamie, and then it was Jamie and I versus Jeff and you. I won both times, so.
Which is funny because, I mean, I'm way better at this kind of game, like smart games.
It's true.
I'm just kidding.
It's true, she is. But I really liked it, and I just had a really good time playing with Jeff and Jamie. And this is one that I think that it wasn't just an aside, as like Draftosaurus and King Domino were.
Together.
We were still having a good time together, but it allowed us to focus on the game too. What is your number 3?
My number 3 is way far down on your list.
Oh no. Oh, King Domino.
King Domino.
Sure. We've talked about this enough. It fits in that same realm as Draftosaurus, just kind of an extension of us hanging out.
And this is a game I'm super bad at. I'm pretty sure I've won like one time ever.
Why are you so sad? Darcy did not disappear. She is still here.
She's right here.
She's just eating a little bit right now. So number 3 for me was Codenames, and 3 for you was King Domino.
Yep.
Number 2 for me, and this might actually be surprising, though I don't think it is. Number 2 for me is Ankh, Gods of Egypt.
Why would that be surprising?
Because I thought it might be number 1.
Oh.
I thought it might be number 1. This is the one that we played once with you, Kyle, and Doolin, and then Doolin and I played this twice at a 2-player setting, which, although I already really enjoyed it, this raised that up from like an 8 out of 10 to like a 9.5 out of 10.
So you like it better too?
I much preferred it to. I still like it at 4. I think Doolin's to the point where he didn't even really like it at 4, but he loved it at 2. I still liked it at 4.
Does it not have the...
There's no merge
The
in the
merge,
2-player. Yeah.
I feel like that's what he didn't really.
I think so
like.
too. I think so too. And also, we played with this, which is the Pharaoh expansion. If this interests you at all, there is a 2-player gameplay using the Pharaoh expansion on our channel. But this, I liked this a lot. I liked the normal game great too. I liked I didn't mind the merge, but I also liked not worrying about the merge. It was just you 1v1. But the Pharaoh expansion was great, and I think makes it a little bit less chess-like. And I like chess, and what I mean by that is it's a little less solved. I think the Pharaoh expansion adds in a decent bit of luck into what political cards you get, because the Pharaoh expansion adds political cards and some other things, and I think it adds in a little more luck, which to me is not a negative. So I could see it being a little more swinging and a little less solved. One of those where the better player may not always win using the Pharaoh expansion because it depends on what kind of political cards you get. But I really liked the Pharaoh. I cannot talk.
Max has a migraine today.
I do have a migraine today. It's much better now, though. Much better now. Earlier today was a nightmare. The Pharaoh expansion's great, and at 2 players, this game really shines. Easily my favorite of the 3 games at 2 player. Almost said entirely. I think Blood Rage might still take the cake for my favorite overall. But that is not far behind. Not far behind at all. Number 2 for you. Really?
Yeah.
That high?
It's
Nice.
about donuts.
I know, I love donuts. I do. It's a great game. I really want to play it in person with people like Jeff and Jamie and my parents and stuff like that. I really like Go Nuts for Donuts. But what was your favorite aspect of it?
It's a game that you don't have to think about a lot, which is that's in my wheelhouse. If it's not like a smart, like trivia thinky
Deduction
word,
or something.
I don't like to have to think a whole lot, and so this is really nice. And it's about donuts, which is always fun. I feel like I won or got close to winning.
You definitely won at least once. We played this one 4 times.
So I usually like winning.
Games that you win.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it enough to get it for your birthday present.
Luna, literally everyone in this household has been on camera now.
That's true. Has Granger? I know she was down here, but
Well, they were heard.
Yes.
If they weren't seen, they were heard.
Yes.
This is a hectic
Except
episode.
for our big girls aren't here right
Yeah,
now.
everyone that's in this household right now has been on camera. Number 1 for me, unsurprisingly, I've played this 20 plus times over the past month and a half or so, all on iOS with predominantly Jeff and Kyle, and some with Jash, some with Jamie, some with Doolin, some with Sam at Lord of the Board. This is Root. I played some with Pristine too. Root, and it is so fun. It's already top 10 for me as far as board games go. But playing it on iOS lately and just getting into a groove with the same players, although I don't think iOS is where it shines, I think I'd much prefer to play it in person. I think some factions are more strong online, such as the Eerie or the Vagabond, because it's harder to keep track of what they're doing. And like the Otters are way worse online because you can't really negotiate and trade and deal as much. But regardless, it is so much fun. The app is so streamlined. I hate the recaps in between every action that you take or every turn that you take. Sometimes those recaps take forever. But regardless, Root is amazingly fun, and playing the app so much has made me appreciate it even more. It's probably top 5. It was probably 7 or 8, I think, in the last top 20 I did. It's probably top 5 for me now, maybe getting close to top 3. I love Root.
Hey, Draco.
They're all here. This is a video, y'all. Number 1 for you.
Well, I want to make a note about Root.
Okay.
Max likes to play it because it leaves me out, because I don't know
That
how
is
to
not
play.
true. I would love if you played with us, but you currently do not know how.
Yeah.
Jamie just started playing with us. She didn't know how. This is her. She's only played 2 or 3 games at this point. But we just need to get you in there because you have the app. We just need to...
Hey.
Hey. We just need to get you involved because I think you'd be fine with it. And I think you'd like it. It's a war game, but it's cute. Cute animals. Like, come on. Oh, I have this one too. We're really bad at showcasing what games we have today. I have Roots here. Actually, I've never even played this physical copy. I am so desperate for them to add the Underworld expansion into the app or Steam or whatever, because the Underworld expansion has the Duchy and the Corvid, and those are 2 of my favorite factions. I really like playing the Otters. I like playing the Vagabond. Those are my two favorite. Woodland Alliance and Birds maybe next. But I do want you to play Root. About to make it happen. We'll probably play this while we're in Canada too, with Jeff and Jamie.
Read it on the airplane.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Rule book.
We can play together on the airplane maybe. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
On the app.
Yeah.
What's your number one, babe? Codenames.
Yes.
We'll slide these stuff over this way. Codenames number one. We had a really good time with this.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
We used to play it all the
time
time with David and Erica, and then we moved to Florida.
Yeah. Our game partners just up and left us.
So now we have game partners that live in Canada.
Yeah. We're really good at finding local people
Yeah.
ready to play a game. Yeah, it was just so much fun.
And sometimes it makes me feel really dumb, but sometimes it makes me feel smart. And
Yeah, I
like
think that's
those kind of games.
I think that's a really good descriptor. There are
Like,
times
when I
where
used the word rebar, that made me feel smart.
she used the word rebar to get me to guess 4 clues.
Three.
Okay, 3. Where Jeff and Jamie only needed 1 clue. So we were like, well, we got to go for it.
Yeah.
But it was perfect. It was really good. It was really, I think it was skyscraper, railroad, and
Track. No, it wasn't railroad. It was track.
track, skyscraper, helicopter?
No.
No, helicopter was the other one I was deciding between.
Yeah, I forget.
Construction, maybe?
No.
It was something. Regardless, I think that's a great descriptor of codenames. Sometimes it can make you feel really good, and other times it makes you feel really bad, depending on how smart
How
or
it plays
stupid you
out.
are in guessing a certain clue. Oftentimes I fall on the not so smart track, but like we said earlier, I was a part of both winning teams for codenames, so maybe this is a turnaround.
I feel like it's a fun couples game.
It is. It is. It works really well online too. That was a great
Yeah.
like
It's a good adaptation.
good adaptation of it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So those are our 20 and 14 games that we played in August, ranked in order of our enjoyment. Again, number 1 was Root for me and Codenames for Danielle.
Yes.
We'll see what we get into in September. We've already played a new game or 2 in the month of September. This is only September 5th or 6th. What day is today?
I don't know.
All right. So we'll see what September has to bring, but we're excited to...
September 6th.
September 6th. We're excited to play even more games, especially because we are going to Halifax. We haven't mentioned this enough this video. Playing games with Jeff and Jamie for a week straight. I don't know if we're going to play a whole lot that's new, but I'm excited to play games that we've played online or played without them, with them, and see how that kind of affects our opinion on it.
And of them.
And of them. Jeff swears that I will either be his best friend and cry when I leave, or I will hate him by the time this week is over.
He said he's scared that we're going to want to move and not come back here.
Yeah,
Not
I
really
mean,
scared.
me too, but we have grandparents here, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for dealing with the rambunctious
Life.
crew that we have here at Tablenauts. Thank you, Granger, and Remy, and Luna, and Draco, and Darcy, and Danielle for
And
appearing
Max.
on camera today. All of us.
Yeah.
We're all here. This is before the big girls are even
I
here.
feel like your thumbnail needs to be each person's face somehow.
It's been a video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Say bye, Darcy.
You say bye to the camera?
Look at the
Over there.
camera.